Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon, wherever you are around the world. It's Division 4 at Spain, round 16. Things are really hotting up in the overalls tonight. I'm your host, Nishka, and I'm joined by Aardvark. He's going to be doubling up. He's going to be doing Division 4 and Division 2. He's also the TP of Alpine, who, in one moment, we're going to announce them as the team of the week and get a bit of an interview going um, before we get underway. But firstly, Aardvark, how are you? How are you, mate?
I am feeling very, very good.
That's good to hear, mate. As we're seeing now, we're seeing the team of the week Alpine graphic looks absolutely fantastic on the screen there, Aardvark. Sort of talk us through the week, mate, and how it transpired. Getting yourself the team of the week this week.
Yeah, so there was a lot of practice that went in for our entire team, all the way from Div 1 to Div 6. And obviously, through that practice, we've come up with different strategies and different setups. And towards the end, I didn't really think we would get it, but somehow we've really, really just snatched it in Div 3. With Gangster reserving up for us, and we're able to pull home a P3 and P4 in Division 3, which kind of sealed it for us against the likes of McLaren.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You could probably say this was a bit of a long time coming for Alpine. Since that sort of silly season and you've taken over, we've seen the team improving rapidly. They've been moving up the overalls, kind of just missing out each week, but consistently upping those 100 points nearly every week. Yeah, you must be pretty proud of how the guys have been going, mate.
Yeah, ever since I kind of took over, it's just been a bunch of reform within the team, lots of mandatory and just scheduled practice overall for the team if they can turn up, of course. And yeah, it's just been a lot of hard work between me and the engineers gathering data for our drivers. So yeah, it's been quite fun.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's been a fantastic job and a fantastic turnaround from you guys. And now up into, is it P4 P3? I'm not too sure, mate. You'll be able to tell me
Um,
better.
yeah, it is P4. We're currently aiming for P3 at the moment. If we can outscore the likes of Ferrari this week. So yeah, quite interesting to see.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. As we're seeing the guys just starting to load in now, we'll cross down shortly. Just one more question for you, mate. How are you sort of feeling about Spain this week and the team? Has it been with the team practice and how are the boys feeling?
Um, so obviously going into Spain, we're all got high morale, coming off a team of the week, of course, seeing the results. Everyone was quite happy to see it. Obviously through all the hard work that we've been putting in. So we're like, how about this? We go double the hard work, and we're going to come back in Spain twice as strong. So we're going to aim for that tonight and for the rest of the week as well.
Absolutely, mate. I'm keen to see you guys go around again this week and see what you can do. But now we're going to cross down to the action, mate. We're going to go to the pit lane, and you can run us through the grid tonight, mate, and who you're looking out for.
Yeah, definitely. So tonight, obviously, we have the likes of F7 in the McLaren, our championship leader. Absolutely amazing form he's been on lately. He has been on an absolute run for the points. He's been holding off the likes of 2A and Reiko Ralph for this championship of his, as he has been wanting to grab it since the start of the season. Obviously, not the best of starts at the start of the season, but he's absolutely been on prime form ever since. And we also have his teammate Ranieri in the McLaren, so they are looking to shape up against the likes of Alpine for the Constructors Championship in Div 4 and probably Aston for the overalls, as McLaren and Aston are locked in for that first position in the overalls. We have Gangster and 2A in the Alpines, obviously my drivers there tonight, so hoping for a good result from them. In the Kicksauber, we have Toast. In the Mercedes, we have Tyler Mandavy and Bread looking to bring home some really, really good points tonight, as they have dropped a couple positions in the overalls, which is quite unfortunate to see. They were looking to be a real strong overalls contender. Unfortunately, a drop tonight. In the Red Bulls, we have Hennessy and Com United. in the Ferraris, we have two Div 5 drivers, NTNV and Donut Gorilla, reserving up into Div 4, so that is amazing to see as they try and help Ferrari in their charge overalls. We have Highview and Brandy in the Aston Martins. Cristiano, Chich, and Falcon in the Williams, also a nice charge in the overalls for them as they jump both Red Bull and Mercedes recently. Who else do we have? In the Hasses, we have Calco and Reiko Ralph retiring, probably due to, I believe, quali bans.
Yeah, they both got
Yeah.
quality bans tonight, mate. Yeah, so they'll be having to come from the back. So it would be interesting to see what sort of practice they've been putting in to try and navigate that. Yes, but we do have a stacked grid here tonight, mate. I believe. I believe there's probably 7 or 8 drivers who can easily take this race out. We've seen Toast showing that back in, I believe it was Austria, getting the win there. So he's definitely capable. Ranieri definitely capable on his day. But then you got the likes Gangster, Two-Way, F7, Falcon, all these guys. They can all win. Even Dynasty, he's a good chance as well. So really really keen to see what happens. Are you allowed to go out with a quali ban? No, you are not. Calco AI managed to go out, even I didn't see that. So yeah, not too sure what's happening there, but we are seeing 2A was the first one to set a lap there with a 1:13.278. We're seeing now Ranieri, he goes fastest with a 13 flat. We're seeing a couple of Ferrari drivers coming down to the line now. We're seeing Donut Gorilla, he came across first. Indian V, he's coming across next. He's going to go faster with a 12.4. That's a fantastic lap to get us started there, Aardvark.
Yeah, definitely a 12-4 in. The likes of Div 4 is looking absolutely amazing. Everyone else is still stuck in the 13s, but this Div 5 driver has gone ahead and said, no, I'm going to snatch it by an absolute mile. As we do see Toast go second in the Kicksauber, 4/10 off still. But amazing job from the both of them. And we will see F7 jump into the 12.4s as well, and we will see Brandy jump into a 12.6. So NDNV still holding first position at the moment. But yeah, these are some absolutely shocking lap times for some of these guys' bankers. So amazing to see tonight.
Yeah, look at some of these bankers. Are we going to see some of these guys push down towards those 12 flats? That would be phenomenal times from these guys. As Combi Knight is saying, he needs an invite, mate, into the Twitch chat. If you could please get him invited, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, of course. Let me just see if I have
I'll
you.
keep looking through. If you have a look, mate. Combi Knight, if you are there, mate, you will need to get Arba added. His EA is on the announcement.
Yeah,
So
I just sent him an invite.
yeah, and we're seeing your driver, Gangster. He's coming down towards the line here. Oh, and he runs wide and invalidates. So unfortunate there for Gangster. We're seeing the Red Bull of Hennessy. He's coming down now, putting his battery on. We might go on board with Hennessy here. I think he's starting a lap. Yeah, he is, mate. We'll go on board with him, and you can take us away for a flying lap with Hennessy.
Yeah, of course. Hennessy now is going to head down into the first corner. He's going to head up the hill now.
I'll jump in because I need to get an invite to Heavey, please, in the Aston Martin.
Of course.
So, Hennessy, he's 50% battery coming around now through this tricky little sector, looking for a bit of grip here. This is a tricky little downhill corner here to get right. You can lose a little bit of traction coming out of here, but he does it nicely, back on the power. Plenty of battery to work with for the second half of this lap. Comes through there nicely, off the curb. Uses plenty of the inside curb there, uses all of the outside curb. Burning down, DRS wide open. This is a tricky little corner too, you're screaming for grip right about here. Uses plenty of the track. Gets that battery on, little tap of the battery. Still going to have heaps to work with down to the line here. It's going to burn out of this corner. Just a little tap. Still heaps of battery. Probably has a little bit more than what he'd like to have in the tank. Burning down to the line. What's it going to be for Hennessy? Only a 13.5. So he'll be looking to want to improve from there, Aardvark.
Yeah, definitely. Highview, if you can hear us, please go into your EA and add me, as I do not have you added.
Yeah, Heavy going to have to get Aardvark added if he wants to get into the lobby, please. And we are seeing now on an outlap, we got a McLaren of Ranieri, or he is actually on a flying lap, coming down towards the end of Sector 2. What's the split going to be? Way over, so he's obviously just cruising around. He's done a 12.7, so pretty good times for the McLaren so far. They're in P2 and P4, looking to push into the overalls. They split by the Aston Martin of Brandy, so it's really important that Heavy can get into the lobby and help his teammate out in this overalls battle here, Aardvark.
Yeah, definitely. They are going to need it. Highview, please add me. I don't want to see Aston fall down even further than their disaster class last week. Unfortunately, they were kind of far down in points in Australia, so seeing them come back in Spain here tonight would be an amazing thing to see. So please get me added and I will invite you ASAP.
Yeah, as we just see Falcon now, he goes fourth fastest with the 12.7, so pretty good lap there from the Williams driver. We're seeing 2A, he is on a lap now, he's coming through sector 2. He looks like he's slightly improving at the moment, so let's see what he can do. Coming down towards the end of sector 2, what's his time looking like? He's up 3.5 tenths, which is going to put him inside the 12s, but not quite into the top 6 at the moment, so 2A just struggling a little bit at the moment, over.
Yeah, he seems to be struggling. Obviously, coming off a very, very big work week, he is unable to practice as much. We did put in a little bit of practice just before this session, but he does go into the 12.7s, so he has put himself up into P4. So really good lap from him at the moment.
Yeah, good last sector from him, and I did see him in. I seen a photo of 2A in his new Rush merchandise, and he looked fantastic. It looked fantastic on, so good to see him repping the Rush merchandise there, Aardvark.
Yeah, definitely. I have been looking into getting some of my own recently, but unfortunately I haven't been able to. Bit of money troubles at the moment, but we should be good. If you do want to get some Rush, go talk to SJ and you can inquire about getting some Rush merchandise.
Yeah, the team ones do look fantastic. I'm waiting on my Williams ones to come at the moment. So yeah, I'll be keen to see how it looks once I get it here. But we're seeing the kick driver at the moment. I do feel like I'd look not too bad in the green Aardvark. I think the kick ones would probably look pretty cool.
Yeah, as well as the pink Alpine shirts, they do look pretty good from what I have seen. So I wouldn't mind getting one when I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what can Toast or Jazztan, what can he do coming down to the line? It's going to be a 12.3, and he takes provisional pole at the moment, so fantastic lap there from the kick driver. So we see F7, he's just starting a lap now. I might jump on board with him, and you can take us away for a flying lap now, mate.
Yeah, so F7 is going to head down into the first corner now. He's going to snap it back for the second. A bit of a snap there. He's going to hold it back in for the third. Extending out wide. Not exactly the most optimal way to get around Spain there. But now he's going to head down into third. Back on the throttle. He's going to head down, back up to sixth gear. Down the hill he goes. All the way down into third gear. He's going to get around the corner. Through the gears he goes. Up through to 6, through to 7, with the battery. Now he's going to head down into this tight left-hander. Up the hill he goes, bit more battery, into 6. Now he's going to head around this tight right-hander, making sure not to spin the rear end out, otherwise that could be lap over for him. But now he's going to head down the end of this DRS straight. He's going to head into the third sector. He's going to head up through the gears, now the most traction-intensive part of this track. Now he's going to head back up through the gears as he is going to head downhill. He's going to need to get this absolutely perfect if he wants to snatch provisional pole off of Toast. He's going to head to the line now, battery on, and he's going to be 28 milliseconds shy of Toast, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. We're seeing Gangster now. He's about to start a lap now. Oh, he's actually finished lap. He's into the pits, so he's put himself into P4 with a 12.494. So really good from him. Wogjet, or Cristiano Chich, put himself up into P5 with the 12.6. So we're seeing this track start ramping up here. We're seeing Dynasty. He looks like he's on the back end of the lap now. What time can he do? He's got a 12.6.7 at the moment. What can it be? Doesn't look like he's burning too much down to the line, and he's into the pits, so he's not going to improve there. We're seeing Ranieri, he's starting a lap now. We just see Donut Gorilla. He has left the session, so if we can please get him back in to the session, that would be fantastic. Have we been able to get Heaview in as well? Has he been able to add you yet, Hardback?
No, so I haven't received anything from him, unfortunately. I am just waiting on a request from him, as I don't have him added, I don't believe. Looking through my thing at the moment, I don't have him. Donut. He's not there. Let me scroll down. Yep, I'm finding him now, mate. Donut G12. There we are. All good. He has been added to the lobby, so if he can accept that and get back in, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. As we're seeing Hennessy, he's coming around to the line now. Is he improving? He needs to improve massively on his last lap that he did. He's down there in P14, burning up to the line, and it's going to be a 12.8, so fantastic lap for the Red Bull. Put himself up into the top 10. We're seeing Ranieri, he's on a lap, and he is improving by 2/10 at the moment. What can the time be for Ranieri? Manages to keep it inside the lines. What's it going to be? Only P5. It's going to be a 12.586. So pretty good there from Ranieri. Both McLarens well inside the top 5 at the moment. As we're seeing on a lap now, we're seeing Bread. He's just finished the lap. So he's only marginally improved, I believe, and he's on a 13.1, so he's going to need to improve a hell of a lot more from there to get himself up into contention. We're seeing Falcon coming into the pits now, Aardvark, and I believe most of these guys now will be just trying to get a fresh set of tyres on, we'll catch a breather, and yeah, it's going to be thick and fast in this last 2.5 minutes, Aardvark.
Yeah, definitely, as I will be hoping to see someone just scratch the 11s for Div 4. I'd love to see someone get into the high 11s here tonight. Would be amazing. Obviously, we will probably see Div 2 get there, but I really want to see someone in Div 4 just push the limits of their...
Yeah, I think if one of these guys really wants to take pole, I think we're going to see it out of one of these guys where they're really pushing down towards that, at least the 12 flat. As Aardvark has left the session, I will try and get you back in, mate. While nothing's happening, I'll send you an invite.
Yeah, I
when
just
you can get in.
got booted.
Yep. I sent you an invite, mate. Just join and you can get back in.
Yeah, thank you.
But everyone's in the pits now, Aardvark. Not much happening, so hopefully you can get back in by the time this action kicks off. But at the moment, just a quick tail of the tape. We're seeing Toast there in P1. We're seeing F7 in P2, NDV P3, Gangster P4, and Erie P5. Chich is in P6. Brandy P7, he'll be looking to try and climb up a little bit, but there is only sort of 3/10 between first and 7th, and only sort of 4/10 between the whole top 10 pretty much. So yeah, it's going to be who can put the lap together right at the end. As we're seeing some of the cars starting to come out now. I believe that was a Williams that was just coming out of the pits there. Not too sure. That could be Falcon is out first, followed by his teammate of Soto Chich. So the Williams are out on track first. While they're on the outlap here, while you're not in the thing, I'm going to try to get Donut in real quick.
Yeah, I think I need another invite. That one didn't come through.
I'll quickly do that while this is an outlap as well. Alright. We gotta love this game.
Yeah, EA and their shenanigans, unfortunately. You can never win with them.
Okay, mate. I've given you the invite, but we are gonna start. That'll be it for the invites now, because the action's about to kick off. So, Falcon, he's about to start his lap. We'll jump on board with him. We'll do the onboard lap with Falcon, and then we'll cycle through the field as they come across the line. Falcon comes in. Battery on, burning down the straight. DRS open. Donut's managed to join, but it's going to be a little bit late for him to get out and do a lap. But at least he's in the lobby. Down to 60% for Falcon, turning into the first corner. Nice and smooth for the Williams driver. Keeps it nicely. Takes the car all the way out to the outside of the track, using every bit of the track he's got there. He's not really improving too much at the moment, though. He is Falcon. So we might flick over to the next driver on the track, and that is Cristiano Chich. He's going to be coming through Sector 2. Is he going to be improving? We'll see at the end of this sector what's his time looking like. Throws it in out wide there. 40% on the battery, really throws it in again, does Cristiano Chich. Burning down, end of Sector 2, what's it going to be? Is he improving? Yes, he is by 2.5 tenths, so he can put himself into an interesting position. We're seeing the Mercedes of Tyler. He's coming through now. He's improving by 2.5 tenths too, but that's not going to be enough for him. We're seeing the Alpine of Gangster. What's he doing? He's improving by 1 tenth at the moment. He's going to need a big third sector here. Aardvark, can he do it? Chich puts himself up into P5. Falcon looks like he's had a bit of a moment there. Looks like he's stopped on the track, or he's in the pits, or something happening there. Gangster coming down to the line in the Alpine. Where's he going to put himself? He runs wide. He invalidates. That's unfortunate for him. So he's going to stay where he is. Brett is improving. Where's Brett going to put himself? Not sure at the moment. Toast is, he's improving. Toast goes to 12-1, so that's fantastic from him. F7 coming down to the line. What's it going to be? Only a 12-3. Ranieri, he's coming down through the last sector at the moment. He goes into the pits. Dynasty over the line. He goes P2. Fantastic lap from Dynasty. Where's 2A? What is he doing? He's coming down to the line. What's it going to be for the Alpine? Only P7. Cobb United, what can he do? Is he improving? He's coming down. Where can he put himself? The Red Bull driver, last one across the line. And it's going to be P12 for the Red Bull. But fantastic from Toast there, Aardvark. As I'm seeing in one of the chats there, Heaview's whole PC has crashed, which is horrible news there for Heaview. So that I don't think we'll be seeing Heaview tonight, which is really unfortunate for the Aston Martins, Aardvark.
Yeah, unfortunately I'm being EA'd at the moment. I can't do anything.
Oh, that's really unfortunate as well. You can't get into the race. But we got Toast, Brandy, F7, NDMV, Gangster, Cristiano Chich, 2A, Ranieri, Falcon, Hennessy, Brad, Com United, Donut, Tyler, Calco, and yeah, Recco, Raf, and Calco. They're down the bottom there, both with the quali bands, and they'll be starting from the back. So it'll be interesting to see what the Haas drivers can do from the back of the field. While these guys are getting ready, I'm going to quickly try and send you another invite, Arvak, so you can hopefully get into the session.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is going to be hard work.
Yeah, hopefully not another Div 6 coder.
So everyone will be doing their last minute prep on their setups, getting everything right, the tyre pressure's right, their wing adjustments. And it looks like it's pretty sunny here in Spain, mate. So it looks like we're going to be in for a dry race, and hopefully we see some clean racing. Turn 1, though, is going to be tricky here, Aardvark.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, the invite has not come through.
I'll quickly try one more, real quick. Hopefully I can get it before the race starts. It's not even showing you online, mate, when I'm looking. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that just means I've been EA'd.
But we do have 3, 4, 5 red lights. And they're out, and away we go. Toast gets a fantastic start at the line. Brandy was a little bit slow there. We're seeing he still manages to hold on to second position at the moment. F7 having a little look around the outside. Both Alpines pushing up early. We see 2A. He's made up a couple of positions. He's looking to get real racy. He's up into P5, so fantastic start from him. We're seeing NDMV. He's in P6. We're seeing F7 going via the Cape. There he goes right around the outside. Back into it. Looks like everyone's got through pretty nicely so far in this race. I'm just saying NDMV, he's coming back now on the inside of 2A. 2A running a little bit wide there. Has the better run down into the next corner there. Seeing them go side by side here. Good little battle here between these two here. Reco Raff has left the session, so that's really unfortunate for him at the moment. I'll have to try and get him back in if you're not. If you're not in. Oh, Donut Gorilla, he's ended up. What's happened with him? He's way out the back, and yeah, not sure what's happened to him. As we see, Toast, he's had a great start to the race. He's out in front. Brandy is in second. And we're seeing the gaps just start to open up already. But this is a good little battle in this mid-pack. You've got 2A, you've got Cristiano Chich, we've got NDMV. Ranieri's in amongst that as well. Falcon also. So this is a good little mid-pack battle. The front guys are all starting to get out. I'm going to try and get Reco Raff in if you're not in, Aardvark. This is really, yeah, this is not ideal. There you go, Reco Raff. I'll try and get you back in, mate. But 2A, we're seeing 2A now. He is up into P5. He finally gets past NDMV. NDMV is coming under all sorts of pressure now from the Williams driver. Reco Raff was able to get back into the lobby quite quickly, so hopefully not too much damage done for him. Seeing NDMV though, he's coming under all sorts of pressure. Ranieri just taking a little bit of a different line there, maybe trying to get out of some of that dirty air at the moment. But Brandy now, he is settling into this race nicely, the Aston Martin driver, and he's looking to chase out after Toast now. I know you can't get into the lobby, Aardvark, but both your drivers at the moment, P4, P5, they're looking like they're in a pretty good position, mate.
Yeah, definitely. P4 and P5 is what we're exactly looking for at Alpine and our charge in the overalls. Unfortunately, I've just been fully EA'd and I will not be able to get in by the looks of it for the rest of this because I'm receiving nothing.
That's okay, mate. I can take this one, mate, from here. Thanks for jumping in and stuff, mate. But maybe just try and get your EA sorted, get it fired back up, and hopefully we see you back for Division 2, mate. But yeah, really unfortunate, mate, and enjoy the race for your drivers, mate.
Yeah, thank you guys. Sorry I can't do anything. I'll be back for Div 2 and hopefully everything goes well.
Thanks very much, Aardvark. As we're seeing, sort of just DRS trades forming throughout the race here. Not many battles happening at the moment. We sort of seen this last night in Division 1, so yeah, this is yeah, a bit of a lull in the proceedings, you could say. There's a little bit of battling going on back here. We're seeing Tyler and Calco getting amongst it there. Calco obviously up into P11 now after having that quali ban, so he'll be trying to get into that DRS of Hennessy and trying to do some damage. We're seeing Ranieri now. He's getting very close to the back of Cristiano Chich there. NDMV's fallen out of the DRS, so he could be coming under pressure from these guys behind him. And 2A, he's all by himself at the moment. He'll be able to look after his tyres quite well in that fresh air that he has there. We've seen Brandy now go fastest lap. He has that DRS open. He's having a look on Toast now, having a look around the outside. They go too wide down into turn 1. Brandy gets the better exit there. Toast's going to look to come back here. This is fantastic racing from these two here. Dynasty hangs it around the outside, gets the move done. Fantastic there for the Aston Martin. And that's Dynasty up into P1 now. Toast is in P2. F7, he's just patiently waiting there in P3. Just trying to bank those points in for his championship aspirations. So he's just doing what he needs to do. But not only is he fighting for the championship here, he's fighting for his team's overalls. So he'll be desperate to try and get out after Brandy if he can. Seeing Gangster down here in P4, he's been turning his form around real nicely. He's been staying out of as many incidents and been starting to put his form together nicely. Last week he got the win there in Australia and also reserved up in Division 3 in Australia and managed to get himself into a decent point scoring position for the Alpines. So he'll be looking to continue on that good form tonight. And he's in a pretty good position at the moment. His teammate 2A has just got back into the DRS2, so he'll be hoping to get in amongst it. We are seeing now Cristiano Chich has managed to get past NDMV and put a little bit of a gap on him. And Ranieri will be looking to try and do the same, try and get past him, because he won't want to lose the sight of the Williams driver up the road. We are seeing a little bit of a battle happening back further in the field now. We're seeing Calco. He is closing into the back of Hennessy. You're seeing Falcon now having a little look on Ranieri. Nothing happening there at the moment, but Falcon's starting to look pretty racy down there in P9. We'll see if he can get some moves done. I'm just going to take a quick breather, have a little bit of a drink. So seeing this top 5, they're really starting to break away from the likes of Cristiano Chich there in P6, and a massive train forming there in behind him, and Calco there having a little look around the outside of Hennessy, nothing doing, looking for the switchback. Can he get the move done? The Haas driver, they go wheel to wheel there. Hennessy holds that inside line and looks to keep the position. Calco could be getting a little bit frustrated here. He does look like he's got a bit of pace there, so we'll have to see how that one plays out as the afternoon progresses. As we're seeing now, Toast has got the move done back again on Brandy, and Brandy's going to come under all sorts of pressure now from F7. So good little battle happening at the front. A few changes happening. We'll have to get the tyres up, see what tyres these guys are on. So we got NDV, he's actually started on the hard, so he's on a different strategy. So the longer he can hold on in those tyres, he's going to start coming back into play again. We're seeing Heview, he's on the softs at the moment. I'm not sure if he's in or not, whether that's the AI on those softs, but yeah, he's up into P12 at the moment. As we see 3 seconds for Donut the Gorilla way back in the pack there. Yeah, not the best night for Donut Gorilla so far. F7, he's nice and close onto the back of Dynasty at the moment. He'll be looking to try and get a move done. Gangster just might be just struggling just a little bit here. He's dropped 7/10 back. Yeah, he's starting to find it a little bit tough to keep up with these guys in front. We'll have to wait and see. But if he loses the DRS, it's going to be very hard for him. But we're seeing now NDMV, those hard tyres are really starting to come into it. He's starting to close that gap back up again on Cristiano Chich. Cristiano Chich just weaving around down the straight a bit, trying to break that DRS, trying to break away from him here, but it's just not happening for him at the moment, and he's losing a lot of time to 2A. And 2A, as this race goes on, he's looking like he's getting a little bit quicker, and he's closing right off onto the back of his teammate now, so 2A getting himself into a decent position also. What a revelation this guy's been here in the kick out in front at the moment. We've seen him a couple of weeks back getting the win. He's really helped a team that's been in struggling need of kicks. Keefe doing a fantastic job getting this guy into the team, and yeah, he's showing results and looking to do it again tonight. We got Brandy in P2, has that DRS open, nothing doing for him at the moment, but he will get the run of it. He has plenty of battery to work with where Toast does not. So down this straight, we'll be looking to see if the Aston Martin driver can get the move done. He's going to have plenty of battery to work with. See what sort of X he can get out of this last turn here. He's going to be burning down, has the DRS wide open. Nothing doing at the moment, but he is closing in rapidly. Has a look around the outside. Is Toast going to fight it? No, he's not. He's just going to tuck in behind. F7's going to be looking to try and get involved too. He's closing up in on the back there. He's got plenty of battery to work with. He's just running in none at the moment. The two Alpines, while this battling's all happening, they're starting to get back into contention as well. And Cristiano Chich, he's 4 seconds behind. He's there in P6, but he's got NDMV. And now Falcon, he's starting to charge through the field. He's got past Ranieri, and they've dropped Ranieri off to the back now. So, yeah, he's fallen out of this battle. And Falcon looks pretty racy at the moment, but he want to try and get past these guys and try and start catching up to those top 5 at the moment. As we're just seeing this time around, Toast, he just doesn't have quite as good a battery management as Brandy and F7 at the moment. So is that going to bring him under pressure? If Brandy can sneak away here, Toast could come under all sorts of pressure from F7. F7 gets on that battery early. He's trying to burn, trying to close up. See if he can try and get a move done down the straight this time. McLaren driver, can he get a move done? He's trying to close up. Toast also trying to close up. Nothing doing at the moment, but Toast has a lot more battery now. He managed to save a bit down there, stayed in the DRS, and all these guys are pretty even battery at the moment. But yeah, this top 5, they're really breaking away now from NDMV, who now is back past Cristiano Chich on those hard tyres. Those hard tyres will be really starting to come into it now, so I expect this gap to start closing up. But when will we see these medium runners pit? That is going to be the question. If any of you guys in the chat got any suggestions, throw them in. Any questions or whatever, I'll help us out a little bit, and I can talk you through it a bit. We got 12 to 14, so 12 to 14 is one of the guesses there. I think you won't be too far off there. I don't think. I think maybe closer to the 14 though is what I'd be predicting. Are all these guys on wheels? No, some guys play on controller. So yeah, if you only have a controller, mate, you can still get involved. You don't have to be on a wheel to play here. NDMV, he's really starting to close this gap up now. He's closed 1 second on these top 5. So these hard tyres are really starting to come into it. Two-door saying 16 to 18 for the hard runners. I'm gathering since this is your driver on the hard. So yeah. We'll have to see how racy he's going to be towards the end, how long he can hold off those guys once they pit. 16 to 18 for the medium runners. Ooh, that's a big call. That's a long way to have to take these medium tyres, I believe. But if they've got good time management, why not? And we are seeing. Now Brett, he's on the back of Heavy. He's going to try and get the move done. Usually saying hard's to lap 25. So we'll have to see how right some of you guys are. Oh, hards to softs. That could be a very good play too. We have to wait and see what sort of strategy these guys take in. Oh, it's good to see the suggestions coming in the chat as we're seeing a pretty big DRS train coming in the top 5. 2A, will there be some team orders here at Alpine? 2A is looking like he's got the pace on Gangster at the moment. Will we see Gangster release the shackles of his teammate and let him get out after these top 4? Seeing a bit of a move down the field here. We're seeing Heavy's now got past Com United. Not sure if there's anybody in Aston Martin in the chat. Could they let us know if this is if you're driving this car or is this AI taking a few of these guys to school? No, he is it. Ricardo saying he's in. So that is Heavy. So he's on the charge now on those soft tyres, 10 laps. That's a fantastic effort from him and getting himself up into P12. So that's really good for him. Good to see from him at the moment. He's on the charge. As we see, Gangsters fall out of the DRS now. That's yeah, they got a tough call to make down in the Alpine garage. Will they let 2A go past now? Because it's only going to hurt him sitting in behind Gangster. As we are seeing now, 2A is allowed to go past Gangster, and hopefully he can pull Gangster along with him and get back into that DRS. NDMV though, he's ever so closely closing that gap up now. It's down to 3.5 seconds, so he's getting in amongst it. Two Williams drivers a bit further down the order. They're just working together nicely, trying to stay behind these hard runners at the moment and just get dragged along for a bit longer. That'd be nice for them. Ranieri has managed to work himself back into DRS contention too, so Yeah, it's good to see Ranieri. He's having a pretty good drive. I know he hasn't had much practice this week at this track, so he's doing the best he can. He's probably feeling a little bit more confident as the race goes on. Calco now has a fair bit of clean air, but he doesn't look to have the pace that he had early on, and he's not making too much inroads at the moment. So we're seeing Toast. He's extending this gap just a little bit here now. Brandy looks like he could be just starting to struggle just a tiny bit. He's dropped 8/10. He's going to have the DRS. He's going to be able to close up. Only down to 4/10 though. He's not going to be able to get a move done. Is he going to be able to stick with Toast? Maybe just dropping off a bit, trying to help him save his tyres. Running in that dirty air would be getting him super hot. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see how these guys' tyres are looking at the moment. As you see, not too much battles happening at the moment on track. And this is probably the closest battle that we do have actually at the moment. So, and it is at the front. So Toast doing a fantastic job in that kick. Brandy's got plenty more battery though to work with. He's just sitting in behind. F7, he's just been stuck in that third position all race. Hasn't been able to get a move done yet. He'll be hoping that Toast can try and break that DRS and he might be able to have a crack at Brandy himself. Now we're seeing Recco Raff. He had some issues early in the piece there. He's on those hard tyres now, trying to get in amongst it. He did get disconnected. He's having a look now on Heaview, who is on those soft tyres, 12 lap softs. This has been a pretty good stint from him. Calco gets a 10-second for speeding into the pit lane. Gangster's in. Calco's in. Ranieri's in. So lap 14, or lap 13. These guys are into the pits and. Yeah, it's going to be interesting now because they're going to come out behind Recco Raff, who's not going to pit for a bit longer. So these guys could be in a bit of a tricky spot to have to try and get past this Haas now. Will we see these front runners react? We're going to have to see. Will we see Toast come in? I believe if Toast can push it one more lap, could be okay. But will we see any of these other guys try and undercut Toast? Have to wait and see. F7 could be a real undercut and an undercut candidate because he's been stuck here in P3. He'll be looking to try and get past these guys. Maybe it could be through a pit stop. As we see Toast, he comes in. Dynasty comes in. They all come in. So they're all into the pits now. Nicely done. And NDMV is now our leader of the race. He's on those hard tyres, and now this is going to be interesting to see what happens with the strategies now, because we're seeing NDMV. Falcon has gone the extra lap on those mediums too, so can he try and get himself up into a decent position and have one lap fresher tyres for the end? We'll have to wait and see. But he's getting pulled along nicely by NDMV at the moment, probably using that DRS, probably happy to stay out the extra lap because he's probably not going to lose too much time. Hennessy gets a 3-second penalty now, so there is a few penalties starting to come in. We will have a quick look at those. So we're seeing Calco's got a 10-second, Hennessy 3-second, Brett 3-second, Tyler 3-second. So both Mercedes with 3 seconds and Donut Gorilla a 3-second at the back there. As we now see, everybody is on those hard tyres now, apart from Falcon. Will we see him come in at the end of this lap? He's just copping that DRS at the moment off NDMV, who is now our leader at the front of the race. How much time is Toast cutting into though? Is that time rapidly coming down? It does look to be coming quite quickly, so this could be detrimental to Falcon at the moment. Staying out that extra lap could really be putting him on the back foot there. As we're seeing now, Toast is really eating into that margin over Falcon. He's closed it down to 12 seconds. As we see Falcon now is into the pits. Where's Falcon going to come out? It's going to be interesting to see. But that time is rapidly coming down to NDMV. So that's going to be the interesting one. When does NDMV pit and where is he going to be? Because he will be on the fastest tyres at the end of this race. Now, Toast has managed to break the DRS of Brandy, so Brandy's going to be coming under all sorts of pressure now from F7. So that's going to be interesting. The pit stops have just changed this up just a little bit. We see Recco Raff, he's been passed by Gangster, and yeah, so Gangster's got past him. So that's nicely done from Gangster, and he's going to be working now with 2A, his teammate, to try and get back in amongst this fight for the win. So we're seeing that time gap. It is rapidly coming down. Those hard tyres must be really, really hurting right about now. 16 laps in against these fresh hards. How well can NDMV hold on? That's going to be the question. As we see 2A, he's just gone fastest lap of the race, so he's looking super quick on those hard tyres at the moment. Yeah, but he's pulling his teammate along quite nicely. They're working together nicely, these two Alpines at the moment. F7, he's starting to close in. He picks up a 3-second penalty, so unfortunate for him. But he is on the hard tyres now. He is on the same strategy as these guys now, getting off those softs. So that was unfortunate for him. Probably started on the softs when he didn't want to. But we're seeing him now in amongst the race. Falcon now, he has pretty clear air. He's dragging his teammate along now. P8, P9, they're looking quite comfortable at the moment because Recco Raff's going to have to go into the pits. So they're probably provisional 7 and 8 at the moment. So solid points coming for the Williams there if they can keep going the way they're going at the moment. Can F7 finally get this move done? Brandy has no DRS. Toast is pulling that gap out over Brandy just by ever so slightly. But can we see the McLaren driver get past? This is the battle. Championship's probably already sewn up for F7, but this is the overalls battle. This is what we're looking at. Can he get the move done? He goes one way, comes the other way, and around the outside, and he finally gets it done on Brandy. What has Brandy got to come back with? Well, he's got some more battery, that's for sure. As this gap is closing down rapidly, it's down to 8.6 seconds now. NDMV, he needs to probably go 1 or 2 more laps before he can get onto those mediums. But yeah, that time is rapidly getting eaten up. I see the chat talk a little bit of talk about Ranieri in the chat. He's down there in P12. Hughes saying he's a bit washed. Down there in P12. I still think he can get in amongst this race there, Hughesy. He's got no penalties at the moment, and yeah, he's got a bit of clear track to work with. Recco Raff, he's doing a pretty good job here on these 17 lap hards. I would have thought Falcon and Cristiano Chich would be eating into this margin a little bit more than what they are. And yeah, Recco Raff's doing a pretty good job at the moment. Now Brandy, can he get the job done? Back on F7 again. While these two are battling, Toast just seems to be slipping further and further away. So, yeah. Brandy not going to be able to get the move done there, though. He's just going to tuck back in behind again. Runs that battery in none. But so's F7 at the moment. Toast, those closed the gap down to 6 seconds now. This is he's eating in 2 seconds a lap at the moment. So, this is severely hurting NDMV at the moment. Cheedung saying in the chat, Toast is pulling away. Yeah, it's unfortunate to see you out there tonight, Cheedung, but your teammate is doing a fantastic job at the moment, putting himself in a great position to try and take out this race. Symphonic saying great effort from the Haas boys. Yes, it's been fantastic. Both the boys starting at the back. They're up in P7 and P10 at the moment. So, yeah, fantastic drive from them so far. Now, is Brandy close enough this time around? We're going to have to see what sort of exit these guys can get. You're seeing Brandy's pretty much got a full battery to work with, but so does F7. I think they're just kind of letting Toast go at the moment as we see NDMV. He is into the pits on lap 19. So he's going to have to make those hard tyres go about 14, medium tyres should I say, 14 laps. But he will be super quick. It's going to be all about where does he come out. So we're seeing him now. The two Williams are coming down the straight. Are the Williams going to get him? Yes, they are. Is the Haas going to get him as well? Of Reco Raff? Looks like he is. Is the Red Bull of Hennessy going to get past as well? This is going to be super close. Coming down into turn 1. Don't think the Red Bull will get him. So NDMV will hold that position. So he's going to have a bit of traffic to negotiate, but he's going to be super quick to finish this race here. As we see now, Brandy and F7, they're going side by side, a bit of wheel banging at the moment. But Brandy gets the job done on F7. Will F7 come back again here? He has the DRS set, thinks better of it, just sits in behind, tucks in behind, in none. 2A now, he's just creeped into this battle as well. He's just been biding his time, slowly getting involved here. They've dropped Gangster. Gangster's now dropped out of that, he's in P5. Falcon and Cristiano Chich, they're now up in P6, P7. Reco Raff, he's back there in P16 now on those fresh mediums. He's got a lot of drivers in front of him with penalties, so he can be really fast here and get himself up into those top 10. As you see, F7 gets the move done again on Brandy, so this is a good little battle. But Toast now almost 3.5 seconds out in front. He's looking quite comfortable at the moment for the Kick Saubers. See Brandy just having a little look around the outside. May have another look towards the inside now. 2A just having a nice little look in behind him. Waiting patiently, waiting for a mistake. F7 does nicely this time around. No wheel banging here. So he's held on. Defended that nicely. Has a bit more battery there than Brandy as well. So are we going to see this break up a little bit? Or are we just going to keep seeing these guys battling and Toast just keep running away here? Because now it's almost out to 4 seconds. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Question from Tudor coming into the chat. Will these guys' hards last till the end? Well, yeah, that is going to be the question. They did box quite early. Lap 13 was quite early. Those tyres, I think, will be screaming at the end of this race, Tudor. So, yeah, it's going to be who manages their tyres the best here. I think Tudor is going to be looking really fast at the end of this race. So we're seeing Brandy just wasn't quite close enough again. Couldn't get the job done. Seeing him come through Sector 1 at the moment. It goes side by side again. Here we go. Brandy having a look up the inside this time. F7 takes the wider line. Looks to have the better run down into this next sector. Brandy just has to settle for P3 at the moment again. F7 has plenty of battery to work with here, but I think in this defensive mode he's in, Toast is just starting to run away. Now it's out to 4.1 seconds, so these guys battling is really helping that kick driver out in front. And 2A, he looks quite quick in behind him. He's just sitting there at the moment, but how long is he going to wait before he pushes the button? I was just saying in the chat as well, no risk for Ranieri because he's driving like a turtle. That's not very nice, Plumber, mate, talking about your mate like that. But yeah, he's doing a nice job here, mate. He's got himself into P11, closing that gap down to Hennessy. A few guys with penalties in front, so he can be pushing himself into a top 10 position. See Brandy, another lap in behind F7. He just cannot get this move done. Is he going to have to try something different? He goes up the inside here, a bit late on the brakes, and then thinks to back out of it again. This must be getting frustrating for the Aston Martin driver. 2A just staying out of that dirty air, just keeping his tyres good. He's just waiting to pounce at the right opportunity here. They've dropped Gangster behind here. There's the two Williams drivers, they're just working together to try and keep themselves ahead of this race here. Haas now up into P8. Calco doing a pretty good job. But here's NDMV, who's on those mediums. He's going to be pushing pretty hard to try and get past Calco and try and get in amongst this top 6 or 7 again. So we're seeing in the chat there coming from H-Town, what's with all the Ranieri hate today, boys? Him. I don't know, H-Town. It's a bit of it going on. Hughesy just wants him to kick. Speaking of kick, this man out in front, he is doing just that. Toast, he's out 4 seconds in front. He looks like he's got this fully under control at the moment with 9 laps to go. He doesn't need to do anything crazy. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing while these guys in behind it battling. Brandy has another look again. That same spot every time. Keeps trying to get him there. F7's just doing enough at the moment. Plenty of battery in reserve. He's doing enough just to hold these guys off. 2A must be getting super frustrated in behind these guys as well. He'd want to try and get past too. And while this is happening, Gangster's just closing up ever so slightly while these guys are battling in front. We're seeing NDV now. He has got the job done on Calco, so now he's going to be out after the 2 Williams drivers. He's going to be quite fast on those medium tyres. They're going to have to be quite careful here, these Williams drivers. They're going to keep working together, try and keep this racy Ferrari behind them. Now, this time, can Brandy get the job done? He's got the DRS, he's got the battery on, he's going to have a look. It's going up the inside. Is he going to get it done? F7 hangs it around the outside. He holds him off once again, so Dynasty has to tuck back in once more. F7, they've on similar batteries now. 2A now, hanging it around the outside, having a look there as well. He can't get the move done either. This is a fantastic little battle here for P2 between these three at the moment. Gangster is slowly closing in though too, so could we see Gangster getting in amongst this as well? He's only 1.6 seconds behind now. And NDMV ever so slowly, should I say, working up into the DRS of those R2 Williams, and he's going to be putting them under pressure real soon. Just going to have a quick drink. Ooh. Seeing this nice little battle again here. Can the F7 hold him off this time? Yes, he can. Dynasty looking to get that move done, still can't make it happen. 2A just in behind there, bit further down now. Are we going to see Chich make a move on Falcon? No, we're not, but we're going to see NDMV right in their view vision mirrors. So what can NDMV do? He is on those faster tyres at the moment. Can he get himself up into that top 6 and start making a charge after Gangster? We're going to have to wait and see. As we're seeing Flubber, he's redeemed an onboard view for 1 lap. Who are we after, mate? We going for Ranieri, are we? So we are on board with Ranieri here. He doesn't have much battery to work with at the moment. He's on 30%, doing everything he can to get out after the Red Bull in front of him. We'll have a quick look at the penalties while we're on board here. So 3 seconds is the gap that he's looking for to get into that top 10. And then, yeah, we've got 10 seconds. Calco has that in front of Hennessy. So if he can get inside that 10 seconds at Calco, he'll be on for a P9. So we'll have to see what's going on here. So Ranieri, not much battery to work with, burning it just a little bit. He's going to have to try and save some. Goes into none here. The boys in the chat calling him the turtle at the moment. What can the turtle produce? We all know how the story went between the rabbit and the turtle. We're going to have to see. What happens here. I don't think we're going to see a similar story, but the turtle is trying to kick. Down to 1.6 seconds, so he's closing in that gap on the Red Bull driver in front of him. Down into none through this tricky little first sector. Tyres, once they start wearing, it's quite difficult around here. The rear end wants to go. Same through here, trying to get that power down again can be tricky once the tyres start wearing. Reary does it nicely. And that's the onboard lap there with Ranieri, but he is closing in on that gap, and he does have Recco Raff, who's super racy right behind him. We didn't notice that until now, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that one. As we're seeing, oh no, what's happened here? We got NDMV. He's around. He's got a wing gone. We just missed that one. There was a bit of something happened with, I believe it was Cristiano Chich. Something happened there. So, and then yeah, that's unfortunate there for what sort of damages he got there. He's missing an end plate. That's unfortunate for him. And as much as I'd love to stay on board with the turtle, Flubber, we will not stay on board with the turtle. How's that his nickname now? But Falcon now, he is behind his teammate Cristiano Chich. And that's give the Williams a little bit of breathing space, but we'll have to see what happens later in the stewards' rooms, whether something happens from that one. We go back towards the front a bit now. Brandy still can't get past F7 at the moment. We're seeing 2A. He's in behind. He's just holding on, but he doesn't have much battery to work with, so he's really burning to try and stay with these guys. But look at Gangster. Gangster now is in the DRS of these guys. Flubber the Clown is asked for a surprise interview with Tudor. So Tudor, if you're around, mate, jump into the comms box. And we'll get a bit of an interview done, if you can. Or is he, oh, he's engineering, boys. So no Tudor into the chat, that's fine. Engineering duties come first, boys, unfortunately. I will have to sort out getting that refunded to your Flubber when I can, mate. Yeah, I won't be able to do it just now, but I will get that sorted out for you. Falcon now in P7. He's on the back of Cristiano Chich, but we'll head back towards the front because we are still looking at this battle. It's a four-way battle for P2. Gangster does have the penalty though, so if he's going to make any damage here, he's going to have to try and get past these guys in these last 4 laps, but the man of the hour is this guy. He's just extended his lead. 5.5 seconds out in front. Toast. What a revelation this guy has been. He's only got to navigate 4 more laps. Are any of these guys on the hard tyres? Are their tyres going to be screaming for them? We're going to have to wait and see. As we're going to have, I think we're going to have H-Town coming into the comms box, I believe. Is that what's happening? As we've got, yeah, Brandy now. He's nearly falling out of that DRS at F7. So F7 might have thought, oh, it's time to put the foot down now. And he's trying to break away and maybe try and put this Aston Martin under pressure from the 2 Alpines behind him. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens here. It is out to 8/10. So can Brandy hold on? Can he stay in that DRS of F7? We're going to have to wait and see. Ranieri gets a 3 seconds. So that's really unfortunate for him. As we're seeing now, we're seeing 2A. He's in P4. Gangster's P5. A long break there to Cristiano Chich. He's in P6. Falcon in P7. Calco has that 10-second penalty, so he's no threat to those Williams in P6, P7 at the moment. NDMV, he's struggling with that wing at the moment. What can he do from here? He's looking at P8 at the moment, pretty comfortably. Hennessy is 11 seconds behind, and he has some penalties. So same with Ranieri. So NDMV probably just looking to try and secure that 8th position now, but has been a daring drive from him, going on the different strategy from everybody else. As we're seeing, get in the box, Drew Boy, which is H-Town. H-Town, if you're around, mate, you can come in for a quick interview, but we are getting close to the last lap, so it would have to be a very quick one. Brandy, though, can he get this job done on F7? This is the battle for P2. We got 2A in amongst this. You got Brandy, as you see, he takes the fastest lap away. So H-Town's engineering as well, so he is not coming in either. So if we do have a mod in the Twitch chat, can I please get a vote in for driver of the day? And I'll give you 2 nominations now. We'll have a quick look through. We're gonna have a look at the penalties, and we'll have a look who's been having a pretty good drive so far. Yeah. Yeah. So far for me, I think 2A is a nomination for me, and I think we also have to nominate. I think we're going to nominate Toast here. He's been fantastic all night, so I'm happy to just to nominate Toast and 2A. If we can get that into the chat from one of the mods, that'd be fantastic. But we're going to stick with this battle now, right down to the end. We got F7. He's trying to hold off Brandy. 2A trying to get himself up onto that podium. This is going to get feisty between these three on these last 2 laps. We're not seeing too much other moves down the field. So the Williams look pretty happy there. P6, P7. Gangsters looking like he's just going to have to settle for P5 with that penalty that he has. At DMV, he's in P9 at the moment. He looks pretty safe there. Recco Raff's got himself up into the top 10, so that's been a pretty good drive there from the Hash driver, considering he got disconnected early. So he's done a pretty good job to get himself up to there. Everybody else was seen with penalties down the field. But now F7, he's really putting the foot down. He's nearly put Brandy out of the DRS. 2A is looking to put Brandy under all sorts of pressure. Is anything going to give in this last lap? At the moment, there's 6 tenths between all of these guys fighting for P2. F7 burning that battery all the way down the straight. Brandy burning everything. 2A doesn't have much to battle with. He's burning, but is he going to have enough time? Is he going to have enough battery? I don't think so at the moment. It looks like it's a battle for P2 at the moment between these two. Can Brandy have one last crack at F7? We're going to have to see. We're seeing Symphonic in the chat says the Haas boys with the quality bands have done a bloody good job. Let's go, Haas, he says. I think they've done a fantastic job too, mate. They've done really well to get themselves up into those top 10s. So that's been really good from them. But we are seeing Toast. He is coming through Sector 2 now. This has been a fantastic drive from the kick driver. But the battle is happening behind. You've got F7, you've got Brandy, you've got 2A now closing in. Is anything going to change here? We're going to have to see. Can F7 hold his nerve, get P2? Looks like he's going to be able to do it at the moment, unless he has a major slip up. 2A's fallen a bit too far back now. He's not going to be able to do it. It's going to be Toast coming down to the line to take out the Spanish Grand Prix. Fantastic drive from the kick driver. We're going to see F7 coming down to the line. Brandy battling him all the way to the line, but he can only manage P3, 2A P4, Gangster P5. You got Cristiano Chich for the Williams there in P6. He looks like he's going to come down to the line now. And not sure what's happened there. 2A's DNFs. What's happened there? He's dropping all the way down the order. So that's an interesting one. Not too sure what's happened there. So Cristiano Chich got a P5, Falcon P6, NDMV P7, Calco P8, Rico Raff P9. So yeah, not too sure what's gone on there, why that's happened, but he's dropping all the way down, and yeah, Tyler probably looked like he wasn't going to get any points. He's probably going to get 1 point now. So yeah, not too sure what the go was with that there. Didn't see it, but yeah, this has been a fantastic race. I didn't see a vote come in for the driver of the day. But I'm going to see, I think from what I've seen there, I'm going to give driver of the day to, I'm going to give it to Toast. I think Toast was fantastic, start to finish. I'm not sure what happened with the DNF there as well, so Toast will get driver of the day today for the kick Salbers, and I think well deserved as well. He took the win. Yeah, well, we all know you can't leave the session before the results come up, which means, yeah, that DNF will stand. So that's really unfortunate. We all know that's the rules. And cleanest driver, Falcon. So we got cleanest driver was Falcon, and fastest lap went to Heaview. Can we please get our race winners in to the comms box. So Toast, and then the podiums, F7, Brandy, and Toast is obviously the driver of the day. So if we can get these guys into the comms box, we'll get the interviews underway. But that was a fantastic race there. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Just got to quickly write in who got fastest lap, which is Hivu. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that race. I thought it was really good battling there from F7, Brandy, Gangster 2A. All these guys battled really well. There's some good mid-pack battles. Really unfortunate there for NDMV. I thought he was having a great race until that happened. Joining me in the comms box now is our man that finished in P2, F7. How you feeling, mate? After that race, it's obviously a bit of a tough race. Looks like you're having a fantastic battle there with Dynasty. Yeah, sort of talk us through it, mate.
Um, I feel great. If my math is correct, I am now Div 4 champion. So I'm over the moon. Um, but today's race was just all about being patient. It's Spain. Something will happen. The race will come your way, and I did it. I waited, I waited, I waited. I didn't go for a move the entire first stint. I let it roll to me. And the first round of pits come through, and all of a sudden Jazz turns 2 seconds ahead, and I realize that Dynasty is my fight, and I have a shot. And so I get past him at like as I could, didn't try and do anything crazy, and then I just tried to hold him back. I just kept him behind me as long as I could.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I did comment on that during the race. I did say once sort of Toast was in front, was it about the battle? Well, I'm going to say congratulations on the championship, obviously first. But yeah, I was mentioning, was it more about the your driver's standings, or was it more about the positions for their actual overalls for McLaren? Because it was the battle between obviously yourselves and the Aston Martin Dynasty. What was playing in the mind the most there?
Um, it was a bit of both. I I knew that to keep, or I kind of knew that 2A would have to, I would have to DNF for 2A to win the next three races. So it was still in my mind, but I was more focused on just keeping Dynasty behind. I knew that Xu had a tough race. He wasn't in the points. He didn't really have a shot. So I kept him behind, and that was my goal.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like that. It looked like you weren't trying to go out and chase Toast. It looked like you were just happy to defend. You were saving that battery, trying to keep him behind the best you could. Just trying to force him into awkward areas to have to try and get past you, and you defended it great. I thought you did a fantastic job today, mate. And I think the McLaren team, that'll be pretty happy with you, especially Jackal. I think you'll be pretty happy with what you produced today, mate.
Mm. Yeah,
Uh,
I think so too, hopefully.
yeah, let's talk more on your championship, mate. So how do you feel about obviously now we still got two races to go. You've got it wrapped up. What's the sort of mindset now coming to the last two races? Is it pressure off, or is it I still need to get the business done? I need to try and help my team win the overalls.
Um, I think there's no way that I'm gonna take my foot off the gas. I've started to regain that pace. I've got another podium, so it's gonna be keep my foot flat to the floor and push as hard as I can to get McLaren over the line in the overalls. I mean, we can taste it. It's right there. With 54 points behind coming into Spain, I think if everyone can do their part, we're in with a real shot, and I will certainly be doing my part.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's going to make Division 4 really spicy. Obviously, there's a constructors on the line in this division still also, but I think that's going to make it really spicy because I know Dynasty, he's just joined us in the comps box as well. I know he's started to really find some form, so that's going to make it for a spicy battle between you two for the rest of the season, trying to maximise the points for your respective teams. But great job today, mate. I think you've done a great job. Go celebrate with your team, and then get ready to enjoy Div 2, mate.
Thank you.
And that'll take us over to our next interview with Dynasty. Congratulations on the podium today, mate. Looked like a fantastic battle there with F7. Talk us through that one, mate.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. Obviously, first battles was with Toast, but as soon as we got out that pit stop, somehow he was about a second and a half in front of me. I couldn't catch him, so it was just then about battling F7 as much as I could without getting track limits and doing anything dirty. So it was a good battle with him, and I knew we weren't going to catch Toast, so I initiated the battle with him, and glad that he was leaving me space.
Yeah, absolutely. It just looked like a F7. He was just trying to save that battery, mate, and he was just trying to put the car in awkward positions just to make it really hard for you to try and get that move to stick. We've seen you have a couple of looks sort of towards the end of sector one there, just trying to get up that inside, but then he'd hold the inside line for the next corner and just making it really difficult. Yeah, I think he done a great job, but yeah, I think you drove a great race today, mate. But going going forward, like with 2 more rounds to go, I know you do a lot in the Aston Martin team. I know you do a lot of engineering and stuff like that. Is the focus for you coming into this last 2 weeks just trying to score as much points as you can for the Aston Martin, trying to win that overalls? Is that what you're focusing on, or is that just you just focus on your own race and try and do the best that you can for yourself?
I try to do a bit of both. I try to help out my teammate as well, telling him when to pit and telling the engineers when to pit him. Unfortunately, his night wasn't the greatest. He started off with the DC at the start and then didn't get a lap in because of the DC. So his initial strategy was compromise with softs. So it was a bit of a mixed bag for him, but he took the fastest lap. So that means it nullifies any other point someone would have gained, which is really good. But no, it's just overall, it's just trying to provide a strategy for the team moving forward. Normally, the Div 1 and us Div 4 boys set what laps we'll be boxing and the tire wear and all that sort of stuff, getting the data that we need for the next multiple divisions, and then yeah, hopefully getting them all good results, which obviously has shown from a couple of weeks in a row.
Yeah, I do know you put in a lot of work with the team, and yeah, you're obviously seeing the results from that being P1 in the overall. So that's something you should really tip your hat to. You're doing a fantastic job there, mate. Yeah, just a little bit on just before I let you go, just a little bit on yourself. Like over sort of the last, I'd say 8 weeks, you've really started to find this form, and we're seeing you more and more often up on this podium. Is that something you feel yourself as well? Have you sort of found this form where you're finding the groove on the game, or what's clicked for you?
Um, Nothing's really clicked. It's just like I don't actually practice at all. I just go into the race pretty much blind. Yeah, I just try to stay out of incidents, but unfortunately, incidents find me. So there's races that I probably should have realistically been on the top step. That's been heavily compromised by multiple. But yeah, I just try to put the best results in for the team, whether it's just any points or podium points. But yeah, as long as I'm having a clean battle, it's all well and good. But as soon as people start doing stuff dirty on track, it's not really a fun thing to do, fun thing to race against. Which tonight was actually probably one of the better races this season. So, but no, it was yeah, just trying to probably string the next 2 races that we've got. Hopefully double podium to finish, but I'm not really looking forward to Canada, so we'll wait and see for that.
Yeah, Canada's going to be an interesting one. We know turn one can get a bit nasty. At turn one at Canada could be a bit of action there. But yeah, like you said, tonight's race was probably one of the cleanest ones that I've got commentated at Div 4. I thought it was a great race to watch, and there was some really good racing, mate. So you should be really proud of the performance tonight, mate. I know you're probably getting ready to probably engineer Div 2. So I'll let you go, let you celebrate with your team, mate, and yeah, look forward to seeing you next week, mate.
Thanks, mate, and a shout out to F7 for winning the title. Well done, team.
Yeah, absolutely. Great shout out there from you, mate. That takes us on to our race winner. We've seen him at Austria. He done a fantastic job there. Now he's in this kick team doing fantastic things. Toast, mate. How's it feel getting that P1 tonight?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty happy. Like, I didn't expect to dominate it. I was struggling the first stint, but yeah, managed to win.
Yeah, just what sort of happened with that at the pit stop there? It was so tight between all you guys at the front, and then out of the pits, did everything just go right in there? Like what happened? Because you just ended up 2 seconds out in front.
Yeah, I think I got pretty lucky there because like the Sauber pit box is like at the end, so I didn't get held up.
Yeah, it was pretty good, mate. But once you're out, you just didn't look back, and the guys battling in behind probably made it pretty comfortable for you out in front, didn't it? You just kind of had to keep your head down, manage your tyres, get the job done. Is that sort of what was going through your head?
Well, during the first stint, I didn't really expect to dominate. I thought like the Aston would take the win. I was struggling a lot on the medium, but yeah, like got lucky with the pit stop. So yeah.
Yeah, we've seen you do. Well, now that's 2 out of 3 races now. You found this nice bit of form. Is this something that you knew you had in you, or is this something you've just been working on and you've found this over the last sort of 3-4 weeks?
Well, I just try my best. Like every week, I practice a lot more compared to before. So that's probably how I found the pace.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We've been seeing you do a fantastic job for the kick team. I will talk quickly about the kick team. How have you been finding it at the kick team at the moment with Casey taking over as the TP there, your teammate Cheedung. How you been finding it in the kick team?
Well, I've been pretty happy in the team. You know, they've all been very supportive, and yeah, I'm happy with the team.
That's awesome to hear, mate. And we're going to see you going around next week at Canada. How do you feel about Canada?
I'm a bit concerned about Canada because definitely not one of my best tracks. So yeah, gonna practice a lot.
Yeah, me and you both, mate. I'll be practicing a lot too. I'm not the greatest there either. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to seeing you go around next week, mate. Congratulations on your P1 tonight. Go celebrate with your team, and yeah, fantastic drive, mate.
thanks, mate.
And that will wrap us up for Division 4. It's been a fantastic race, but don't go anywhere because we got Division 2 just around the corner. We got Wreckers, and hopefully Aardvark has his issues sorted out, so he can jump in with Wreckers. But yeah, so we've got a star-studded lineup there to take you away for Div 2. Div 2 is always a cracker, so don't go anywhere. Get yourselves a drink. I think that'll be around in about half an hour's time to an hour's time, and they'll be raring to go, these Div 2 guys. Will we see Oblivion take it out? We'll have to wait and see. Or is Brodstar, Dido, or Wonton going to have something to say about that? Time will tell. But from me, that's a good afternoon or a good night, wherever you are. And we'll say thank you to Sim Racing Centre, SimLab, Pagnian, and AI369. Thanks for the continued support. And yeah, enjoy Div 2, guys. Good night.